Hi, Charlie. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm very good, thanks. You?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. That was some goal on Saturday. Just 9 minutes you needed on the pitch. It was a great finish.
No, thank you. Yeah. Obviously, I had a chat with Chaz, the manager, before the game, and he pulled me, and rightly so. He dropped me. I did look fatigued in the last couple games. It wasn't unnoticed. I felt it myself, so rightly so. And yeah, just bring me on the last 10 minutes for the remainder of the season. But no, it was good to get the point in the end regarding obviously the red card and what have you. So we'll take it.
And the manager praised your attitude as the way you reacted and came on and made such an impact. This is definitely the most amount of games you've played in a season, isn't it? You said you were starting to feel it.
Yeah, I mean I owe a lot to the club this season. I've played a lot of games and I'm grateful to them for that, giving me that opportunity. So whether I'm playing 90 minutes or 10 minutes, I want to give it my all. And there's 7 games to go. It's been a long season, but it's been a great season. I feel and yeah, I've just it's nice to have that communication with Chaz, the manager, to pull me before the game and give me a heads up, because I know certain clubs and managers might not do that. So, he's been great since he's come in, and yeah, I'm willing to work just as hard for him as I was the previous manager.
Because it's not just the league games. It had a cup run, of course, as well. So that must have added to it. And you played such a big part of that. How are you feeling physically now?
Yeah, I'm tired, I'll be honest. I think mentally and physically I'm tired, but I'm kind of looking at it as there's 7 games to go. I'm not gonna switch off now. When the season's done, yeah, I will switch off and have a couple of weeks to just recharge and not think about football, to be honest, because I think that's important and that's needed. But I'm certainly not in holiday mode for the last 7 games. I'm just being honest. I've been honest with the club and said, I'm tired and I do look fatigued in a couple of recent games, and that kind of affects my performance, because I'm kind of restricted to doing what maybe people might usually be able to see me do. Legs aren't giving me that, and I'm only 24, so it sounds good, doesn't it? Right, retiring age for the way I'm talking. But no, yeah, it's been good.
And how have the past couple of weeks been? Of course, as you said, Darren brought you to the club, and then he left. It was quite a shock to everyone. How's it been having Charlie Lee in charge?
Well, firstly, I owe a lot to Darren. I say the club, but he took the opportunity. Sorry, he gave me the opportunity. He almost took the risk, if you like, on giving me the opportunity, and I'd like to think it kind of paid off for both parties. So yeah, I owe a lot to him, and obviously he knew Charlie really well, and he's fitted straight into his role, and he's been great. The training's not changed, still been intense, and everyone's still showing quality, and we're kind of in that place, aren't we, where it's like mid-table, and it's like people probably from the outside think, is it 13 points? I think we might be off playoffs, and then you can't get relegated. So probably a lot of people from the outside are thinking, you're not playing for anything, But that's certainly not how we've looked at it, because you never know, especially in this league. You go on a run, and until it's mathematically impossible, you can't write it off. But even if that was the case, we're all playing for self-pride, contract, everything. You've got to add it all up, and that's one thing that he certainly said when he took over, Charlie. He said, forget everything else. Every game that I've got here, remember, you're playing for yourself. You're playing for that pride and wanting to do well. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you talk about going on a run. The next 2 games, clubs that are fighting for their lives near the bottom of the table. It's a good opportunity to keep that unbeaten run going, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you look at the fixture list and you see, you're playing the bottom teams, I think people might think, it's an easy win, if you like. But they're the toughest games, I feel, because they're fighting for their lives, like you said. Someone like Kingston have gone on a really good run, and then they're still in that relegation zone, but a couple of wins for them and they're out of it. So they're always going to be playing for their lives. the other teams that are down there, likewise. So I don't feel like you go into them games and it's going to be easy. They're going to be the toughest games.
And Aldershot was one of the first games of the season, got your first win of the season. Then. But a lot has changed since then, hasn't it?
Yeah, so much has changed. That was a great day, because I think we played on the Saturday and then we played on the Monday, and I've never done that before. I think they must have got that wrong, Saturday, Monday. It's crazy. This league's tough because there's so many games, and you know, I think in the league you're not allowed to play Saturday, Monday. You know, it'd be Saturday, Tuesday. But in this league, they don't seem to care. I think, you know, you just play Saturday, Monday. I think we got it coming up for Easter or bank holiday, where we go Saturday, Monday. So that was tough for the legs. But to be fair, I think I might have played 90 minutes though on that Monday, and you know, I proved it to myself I can do all that. But that was the first win, like you said. We got that bit with the fans. They had the thing for Lee, didn't they? Lee Collins, the banner. So that was one of my favourite wins, I think, being the first win away from home. Yeah, that kind of set us on a little run, didn't it? We went 3 or 4 unbeaten. So no, it was a good day out, that one.
And then, of course, the big one on Monday against Weymouth. I mean, It was a roller coaster few games, but last time you played Weymouth, in very much a different place, on a bit of a tricky run. Now you're on a good run. Must be going into that with confidence, and to have the supporters behind you again. That was some night in the FA Cup. Yeah,
unbelievable night. We might be able to send them down, might we? Or
not quite, not mathematically.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That would have been good. Yeah, I think it being Easter Monday as well, you know, I think I already saw our fans have sold out the away end, and they're probably going to think, you know, they're going to have to turn up in numbers themselves. So those are the games you look forward to, the derby games, and where there's going to be a big atmosphere. And they're fighting down there. You know, they don't want to be dropping down to the league below. So, and it's always, the derby games are always going to add that bit more to it. As you can tell in the games we played them earlier on in the season. Obviously the FA Cup one, they scored last minute, and then you know, like you said, we went to their place on a Tuesday night, raining. It was everything you wanted for a game like that. That Tuesday night one, and then went to penalties. Probably the best penalty shootout I've seen, that one.
Absolutely.
No, it was good. And then we played them at home, didn't we? In February, I think, which again was a good game. So they're always good games, and I look forward to it.
And that was your 7th goal of the season on Saturday. So you're joint top scorer. Have you given yourself a target before the end of the season?
I don't want to be big-headed, but I'm on 8 now. You got it wrong.
Sorry, 8.
No, I mean, adding goals to my game was something I wanted to do this season. To be honest, I wanted to have a season injury-free and kind of look back on it and say I've played games, I've not been injured, I've not had that kind of attachment to my name, and everything else was a bonus in my own head personally. So to score a few goals has been great, and you know, there's 7 games left, so you know, getting into double figures is something that I'll be definitely aiming to do, for sure. Again, you know, I've also got to provide assists, being a wide man, so adding a few more of them would be nice. So yeah, no, it's been good to score some goals in some big games, which has been nice. The FA Cup, that was a good game for me to score against Stevenage, obviously. So yeah, I'm happy with the goals, but I do want to get double figures on a personal level. I'm 2 goals away. It'd be a shame to kind of come away from it going, oh, I nearly got there. So that's the goal.
And Charlie just said to us that he's going to make changes for the next 2 games, as you say, 2 games in 4 days.
He's not going to drop me again, is he?
But I'm guessing you're hoping you'll be involved at least in some point in both those games.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I said at the start of the interview, you know, whether it be 10 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever the output is in the game, you can even have a big impact on the game from not even playing, you know, on the bench, just getting the boys going, adding that bit. So whatever my role will be, I'll certainly be ready for that, for sure.
Well, good luck for the 2 games, Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Morning, Charlie. How you going? All right?
Morning, mate. How are you?
Not so bad. Not so bad. I've not had the pleasure of talking to you before, but we'll
get round
first
time. I finally got the call up.
Yeah, exactly. 8 goals, but 8 pretty crucial goals, or most of them have been anyway. I mean, I know any goal's crucial, but yours have been coming at important times as well.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really plan that, but yeah, it's been nice to score goals kind of when we might have needed them most. Just being in the right place at the right time, and like I said, I had to add goals to my game this season. Whether I wanted to just have an injury-free season, definitely you've got to add goals to your game in the position I'm in. So it's been nice to add goals.
You're saying about your legs are feeling a little bit effects of wear, shall we say? But I mean, did you find that the constant sort of game, does it get to you after a while, both mentally and physically?
I mean, I certainly I'm open and honest, and I'll definitely say it's certainly last few games I hit a bit of a brick wall, mentally and physically. Certainly not giving up, not that, but you do hit a brick wall, and
Yeah.
you feel you do need a little rest, but like Charlie Lee said, regardless of what you're playing for, you've always got to play for pride yourself. So for me to just think, there's 7 games to go, I'm going to take it easy. No, that's not my mentality and the way I've been brought up. So, I've got to learn. You learn to fight through that, for sure. So, for me to play the amount of games I have, probably my proudest achievement, because now I know I can do it injury free. Going into next season, I want to replicate that and try and do the same, and my body's proved I can do it. So, I have been fatigued, but been trying to look after my body and be available for the last 7 games.
It's been a slightly up and down season. Started well, had a bit of a dip in the middle, pick it up again now. Be nice to just finish the season off now and go unbeaten between now and the end of the season, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be great. Like you said, it's been a bit of a roller coaster season. We was unbeaten in 12, and then we couldn't win in 10, and it's all just been a really big learning curve for the group of boys. I personally think we've had a young group in, we've had senior players as well, but a few of them picked up injuries in pre-season, so they couldn't have the impact they would have liked on the pitch until maybe after Christmas. So everyone in that changing room will definitely come away from it learning a lot, and trying to rebuild for next season, because the group of lads can definitely create something special for sure. As you've seen it when we went unbeaten in 12, it wasn't a coincidence. We was playing well and deserved that. So it's an exciting group, I feel.
Well, the old manager Darren was always saying that he felt that this was such a learning curve this season, but he really had high expectations of the group, provided we can keep the group together for next season.
Yeah, I agree. I think if this group was to stay together again, we could create something special for sure, because everyone will take what they've learned from this season, and that's always going to be an advantage going into the next season, learning from the games that you've played this year that you think, next time we're going to do that differently. So it's a great group of players.
Well, best of luck for next weekend, or this weekend. I mean, you've got 2 games, so hopefully 6 points would be very, very nice, really. So, and have a nice Easter. Not too many Easter eggs, though.